Hey everybody, welcome to 100 Days of Practice, episode 40. We're talking about practicing 2-5-1 patterns. So this is the first, and I would say probably the simplest of the 2-5-1 patterns that I introduced as part of my practicing projects for August. So I think of this as the simplest of the 2-5-1 patterns I'm working on right now because the melodic structure is intuitive and repetitive and frankly singable. It's very easy to make sense of orally. In fact, you could remove all of the chromaticism and get a perfectly functional, if a little bit boring, diatonic version of the pattern. However, I think it also presents a pretty cool angle on the use of alto dominant. So of course the alto dominant scale is comprised of the 7th mode of melodic minor. So in this case, it would be the 7th mode of F sharp ascending melodic minor. And sure enough, when you look closely at our 5 chord, you can see that it covers all the alto tones, the flat 9, sharp 4, and sharp 5. But in this case, the use of alto dominant seems to imply very strongly that F sharp is the root, just looking at the II-V-Ilicks structure, rather than F natural. And I think this is pretty cool. It gives you just a little bit different angle on the use of alto dominant. If you think of F as the root and all these notes as being alterations, or conversely, if you think of F sharp being the root and the scale actually being F sharp minor imposed on top of the F mixolydian. At any rate, I know that's getting a bit deep into the weeds with the theory. It can be a little complicated or even confusing at times. But the main issue is, what does it sound like? Do you like how it sounds? So here's the pattern played with a rhythm section. Of course, it's a bit of a robotic rhythm section because I'm being accompanied by iReal Pro. So, okay, you might reasonably ask yourself, the chord in the music that's indicated is just F7 or F13 or some variation of F mixolydian. What happens to the rhythm sections playing more diatonic like that? Are these alto tones going to sound too dissonant? Is that going to be a problem? And in fact, usually it's not a problem at all. It really matters how you resolve on the 1 chord. So check this out. This is with the rhythm section playing more of a mixolydian approach to the 5 chord. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if anything, I actually like that a little bit better. There's a little bit of extra chromatic tension before it resolves to the 1 chord. Now, of course, once you feel comfortable with any melodic pattern or harmonic device that you're working on, it's crucial to take it through all 12 keys. And just to prove that I practice what I preach, here it is in B major. A great thing to do with your pattern is to adapt it to work as a minor 2-5-1. So you need to accommodate the half diminished 2 chord and of course the minor 1 chord. And you might want to mess around with a flat 9-5 chord in addition to altered or sharp 9. So of course I've been throwing around a lot of theory terms here, but it's an important thing to keep in mind that the theory doesn't tell you all that much about what really sounds good, about the special qualities of a melodic or harmonic approach. We learn that from listening and studying, from transcription essentially. The theory just tells you how the music is put together, basically understanding the nuts and bolts of the music. So it is important in that respect, but you can't figure this stuff out without hours and hours of really intensive listening. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up, but thank you so much for watching, and please be on the lookout for the subsequent analyses and discussions of the other 2-5-1 licks from my August practice project. They'll all be posted in the coming days and weeks. Thanks.